Thank you.
And you had an Irish cultural centre there, did you?
Oh, we have a fine Irish cultural centre.
And when was that built?
We have, it wasn't built. It was an old, built and designed as a grammar school. Belonged to the Board of Education in Chicago. We bought that building for $502,000. We had collected $368,000 by the time we purchased the building. We put $302,000 down, leaving a balance of $200,000. No local bank would take us on for $200,000. When the insurance company came in to write a replacement value on the building, it was $6 million. That was a huge boost to those workers. The only bank that was taking us on at a high interest rate was Allied Irish. We had to come back home to get that $200,000. But we had an agreement with them. Should we pay it off in a shorter length of time than we agreed, we wouldn't be penalised. So in a shorter length of time, the money was coming in, paid off, clear and free. And it's on one city block in each direction on the north side of Chicago. Ample parking. We have the largest singly owned collection of Belique china in the world on exhibit in our museum. It was donated by a Father Kell, which has passed away since, but there was an agreement came with it. If the Heritage Centre ever went down or was sold, the collection would revert back to his family. It couldn't be given or sold.
Or sold to anybody else. Which is fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough, yeah.
Very thoughtful of the man. And how he accumulated that collection, a lot of his parishioners were Irish immigrants. And they knew he was collecting Belique china. When they come to Ireland, they always brought him back one or two pieces, valued at $368,000.
You're making great investments over there.
Oh, yes.
You sure are, yeah. And what else goes on in there? The culture
we have all kinds of Gaelic classes, people teaching Gaelic classes. We have a man by the name of John O'Grady from Louisburg, and he teaches Gaelic classes there. And we have a woman there that speaks 7 different languages. She's a proofreader for a company. She teaches Gaelic classes there, and her name is Kelly Doherty.
So she's Irish?
Irish American.
Irish American.
Born in America. John O'Grady is from Louisburg, a neighbour of ours. And then we also have a library that would knock your eye out. All done with Irish craftsmen, Irish tradesmen that done all of the work, the shelving, everything in it. And we have a fine collection of old books that cannot be signed out. We have the computer system. For those that don't want to look up something in the books, can go to the computer and get it much faster. But this is a palace of a library.
And is it expensive to keep this place going, is it?
It is. It's all done with membership. Membership coming in and people giving grants and fundraising. For example, we had a woman in her will left us $220,000. Now, we had several windows that needed replacing.
Yeah.
That $220,000 done 50% of the windows. That's a great boost.
Absolutely.
The money was not used for any other thing but directly for the building. Now, when you get that kind of thing, we get state grants, we get money from the Irish government because we have an immigration section under our umbrella. We provide free space to help the immigrants that are not documented, that have come to America and stayed and have jobs and are married and are established.
And do you have much difficulty with the undocumented?
After a certain period of time, there are laws that change that allow them in.
Allow them in. Yeah.
Allow them get the paperwork. Allow them to return back home and meet with their families. If you're undocumented, don't leave. You can never come back in.
Are there many new Irish people going over there now?
Not as much.
Not as much, yeah.
Because when the downturn came all over the world, it affected America something. When 9/11 happened, it'll take America maybe 50 or 60 more years to come out to where they were. And that's all over the world.
So you have a fantastic organisation there.
That's correct. All done with volunteers.
All volunteers.
All Irish, mostly. There are Irish Americans involved in it, big time. But if you can say you're a chartered member of the Coats Off Committee, that means you came in the door and took your coat off and went to work.
In the Troubles, were you involved in the Troubles when there were fundraising or for political parties or anything like that?
There's no politics involved in it.
No politics?
Absolutely none.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, the Irish in Chicago never had a place of their own. And they'd done it without the politicians. All they ever got from the politicians was promises. And it never materialised. They're in it for themselves. Anything they're involved in is what they can gain from it.
And are the Irish involved in politics not anymore now? They used to be heavily involved one time.
Yes, but it's not in the Heritage Centre.
Yeah, you won't allow it.
No, because we done it without them. The day may come when we need them. Now, for example, there's a group that made a grant to us for 100,000.
Yeah.
The Irish Fellowship Club, and that's young lawyers that have come out of school. You pay a hefty membership. They donated 100,000 to us in bad times.
Good.
When we were beginning, when we were starting to crawl. Now, there was a stipulation. The first year we got 25. The next year we got another 25 that brought us halfway. The third year we got another 25. Now we're at 75. The last payment, they had to have a whip around among their members to pay the last 25,000. But they did come through.
They came through. You had them trained, did you?
Oh, they were the best of people. Now, when you have that kind of luck
Commitment, yeah.
and commitment, that's why the heritage is where it is today.
Did you know Mayor Daly?
I did.
Did you ever meet him?
I did.
Did you?
I received an award from him.
Did you?
Yes.
What was the award for?
For my involvement in the Irish community.
Okay.
And I have that on the wall posted beside my award that I received from the committee for the CAT scan in Castlebar.
And was that the old Mayor Daly or the young Mayor? The young Mayor Daly, yeah. Were you there when the old man was there?
Oh, that was, yeah.
You were there for the riots?
Oh, yes.
Remember the riots?
I do, very well.
You didn't see them, no?
No.
That was 68.
That would have been, that would have been in the inner city. In the poor neighbourhoods. That's where they rioted. And what they done, they destroyed their own communities. Which was ridiculous.
Absolutely.
They had travelled out and destroyed places where there was great wealth.
And who was rioting? Was it the poor? Or?
Mostly the rioting was Jordan Martin Luther King's time.
No, but the rioting when Mayor Daly's, when the convention was on, the presidential convention.
Yes, when the convention was on.
Were they students and all that, was it?
That was all over the city.
All over. That was all over, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see any of that?
Not really.
No, you didn't see it.
On
no.
the telly.
Oh, on the telly. I was there myself. I saw it on telly myself.
Right?
I was there that time. Yeah. I was a student myself. I didn't go in.
Oh, you were
Watching
smart.
the telly.
You were smart.